Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us that very first time, welcome. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today is mistakes made by new gym owners. Mistakes made by new gym owners. So if you've recently opened a gym, if you're thinking about opening a gym, this information is going to be for you. If you're already in business and maybe things aren't going the way you want, it might be a good time to review some of this information to help get your business back on track. Now, before we get into our topic today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can, to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks who are looking to open a new gym and you need funding, you have an existing gym, you need additional capital for operating, we can help provide funding for up to $400,000. It's unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. The basic qualifications for it are a minimum credit score of 680 in all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year, each of the two, previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program and other programs that we have available to provide funding, for your business. So with all that said, let's get into our topic here. And it's mistakes made by new business owners, new gym owners. And these are things that I see when folks will contact our office and they want to help. They want help in growing. They want help in getting started, or maybe some review, once they have got started. And so number one on my list is it's simply not having a business plan. Okay. Now, in many cases, if you're going to get SBA funding, SBA is going to want to see a business plan. Your landlord, more often than not, is going to want a business plan. And those are important. But the biggest reason you want a business plan, from my standpoint, is the educational part of it. Okay, because you're going to be working on your key objectives every day, and they're going to be in this business plan. And for you folks that have worked with me in the past, you know that our approach on a business plan is more collaborative. We do it together, because what I want you to do is I want you to understand, hey, here's what you're going to do, but here's why you're going to do it, and then here's how you're going to pivot if it's not going exactly in the direction that you want. So make sure you get a business plan, and when you do, make sure you're really getting the educational portion of it. Happy to chat with you about that. You can check out links below on business plans and how we can potentially help you with that. Number two, this would be actually in the business plan, but not having a marketing plan. This is one of the biggest mistakes. I know a lot of clubs that we get into that are turnaround operations. More often than not, the biggest issue is really a failure to properly understand sales and marketing. Marketing, how do we get them in, and then how do we convert them, once they come in? And so you have to have a marketing plan. You can't just be doing one or two things and expect that you're going to have a good steady flow of prospects coming in and calling and wanting to check out your facility. The goal should be, it's a big goal, okay, but you want everybody in your marketplace, that 3-mile radius, your goal is for everybody in that marketplace to know who you are. And it's not going to be good enough for them to know who you are. They have to have you at top of mind. So we have to really, get a program together. So marketing is a big part of this. Again, check out our links below for, digital marketing programs, lead generation programs, prize programs to generate additional traffic. Number three, this one can be big. It's the issue of impatience. Okay. And, sometimes results don't come as quick as we want. And, as we've kind of heard in the past and many other things, trust the process. If you have the right process in place, okay, if you have the right work ethic in place, you have the right attitude in place, you'll get there. I know from my standpoint, I've always looked at it, whether it be with clubs, individual salespeople, hey, if we're following the process, we have a great attitude, I know results are going to be there. And then sometimes, on that issue of impatience, is, get in the habit of looking for the good. Don't just look at, oh, we didn't make the progress we wanted. Well, what did we accomplish today? Number 4, overspending. And I could actually take this in overspending or underspending. Okay. What happens a lot of times in new facilities is new owners, they kind of want to get everything. They've got some funding. They want to get everything. They want all the shiny objects. And one of the problems with overspending, certainly you're spending more than you need to. That's a problem. But the more you add to it, the more complicated you can make the business. And one of the secrets in going in and doing a turnaround, which we hope you don't have to do, is to simplify it. So we come in and we're going to take that stuff away. So overspending. The other side of that really is underspending, and we try to bootstrap it. And, you can bootstrap some of this. There's some strategies that can be used to get these things going. But a lot of times on the kind of the bootstrapping of it, the underspending of it, it's either to regain control of a company, so to speak, or it's to help you get off the ground. Ultimately, you're going to need to kind of advance and expand into the marketplace. Number 5 on my list is underpricing. Underpricing. One of the first sales, that I talk about that we have to make is that sale we make to ourselves. And what I mean by that is, can you get the results for your customer? Can you solve their problem? Do you have the best place to do it? Is now the best time? Because what we're trying to do, we want value to exceed price. We want value to exceed price. One of the bigger mistakes is we underprice this. Now, when you price it for what it's worth, if it's $90, $100, $120, $140, you have to be better in kind of that conversion process. It can't simply be, hey, walk around, let me know what you think. If your club's charging, $10 a month, $15 a month, you can do that, okay? But otherwise, you have to be really good at solving customers' problems. You have to be really good at providing solutions. But don't underprice it. And if you're at the very front end of this and you're working budgets, just from a budget standpoint and a number standpoint, the way we like to look at it is we'll kind of do it in reverse. We'll do the expenses first. Okay, here's what it's going to cost. And then the question to that club owner becomes, well, how much do you want to make? 20% margin, 30% margin. What is that number? And then we work into pricing that way. We just don't say, here's what we're going to charge, and here's the expenses. We go the other direction with it. Number 6, which a little surprising, but I do see this more and more, is thinking that you don't need insurance. Thinking that you don't need insurance. Insurance is for the unexpected things. And you can go to our website, fmconsulting.net. You can see some banner ads on there from some of our sponsors on insurance. You can check that out. But thinking you don't need insurance. And I can give you an example for me. This was, I think it was club number 2 that I was building. And we were in pre-sales. And the club the equipment had arrived. It was already there. We had it all kind of locked up and sitting in the middle of the workout floor. And, one morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, I get a call from our general contractor. He goes, Jim, you need to get over here right now. And I said, well, what's going on at 4 o'clock in the morning at the construction site? He says, well, Jim, all of your equipment has been stolen. Okay. And so, fortunately, we were covered. They replaced it. Everything worked out. But you just don't know, what can happen. So make sure you get insurance. Make sure you're well covered. And again, you can go to our website and check out banners on that with some of our sponsors. Number 7. This one's a little more of a common one when I go into a turnaround. But on the front end of it, for a new gym owner, is one of the mistakes they make is not having written agreements with partners. Not having written agreements with partners. So if you're going to have a partner, have a written agreement, spell it out, whether they're going to put in money, they're going to put in a signature, they're going to put in credit, whatever it is they're going to put in, what are they going to get for it? Okay, what are the expectations? What are the obligations? How's it going to work? Really spell it out. And I would suggest kind of getting some help on this because you might be best buds going into it. We want to make sure you're best buds as you go through it, because there can be and will be some ups and downs, in the process. But get a written agreement, with your partners. Make sure everyone's really clear on where you stand. And then last on my list is, thinking you can do it all yourself. Okay, it's kind of a common error. Okay, well, I've got this all figured out. I can do this. And if you don't know where you're going, if you haven't done this before, you really don't, okay? Find someone who's been there before. Get some help. Your attorneys, your accountants, consultants, whomever it might be, whoever you trust, okay? But don't go it alone, okay? Get that sounding board. Get that resource center, okay? Get that trusted partner, so to speak. Don't go it alone. And then also, find folks that complement your strengths and weaknesses. You're strong in one area, maybe find other folks that can help from a advisory standpoint that are strong in areas that you're not. But don't go it alone. Again, it's one of the common things that I see in that when I go into a turnaround, oh yeah, we thought we could do this on our own. Okay, and all too often it's just not the case, and you can normally get advisory help, get it pretty reasonably priced to help get you the results that you're looking for. So mistakes made by new gym owners. If you're getting in the business, you're thinking about it, check this out. It's well worth it to you. Check out our information below. More information, a lot of free stuff you can grab down there that can help you get started as well. If you're already into it, you're struggling a bit, good time to review some of this. Maybe even, take a look at that business plan again. So folks, again, my name's Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Again, to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks who are looking to open a new gym, you need funding, you have an existing gym, you need funding, we can help with funding up to $400,000 in financing. It's unsecured, there's no restrictions on use, minimum credit scores of 680 or better in all three credit bureaus, and minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program, as well as additional options on how we can help provide funding for your business. So folks, I appreciate you being here today. Hope you found it beneficial, and we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.